Out of the three, let me get a new one. This way, that way? Old school. Herr Lippert, apparently he's German. Do thinner frames also mean more energy efficient?
Energy efficient.
Like a thinner frame?
Thinner frame? Thinner frame is about energy efficient. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
I think so. So less material is environmental design. Yeah.
So it's good for the environment, but it's not
so.
energy efficient.
Not
it's not more energy efficient.
No.
Because it has nothing to do with the power consumption in general.
Yeah, and less plastic. So using real metal, authentic material.
Okay. So when it comes to energy efficiency, it doesn't really change a thing. But of course, just by using less material, this is definitely more environmentally friendly. Coming to a question from Ludmilla. I really feel like really being in between, like a pinball here. Ludmilla would like to know, what is the best way to lower power consumption on my TV? So apparently she already has one. What should she do in order just to consume less energy on the televisions there, except like not watching at all?
Okay, well there is actually an eco mode on the television you can select, and that will maximise the power, the efficiency of the TV at all times. But then also there's subtle differences that you can make to the television. You know, if you watch it in the brightest conditions and you have the most brightest picture set that way, then it's going to use a little bit more energy. But if you use the cinema modes or the film modes, it's going to lower the brightness and the colour, therefore lowering the power consumption overall. But you know, there's little overall you can do apart from those few things.
Or if you're away a little bit longer, you can also like shut it down completely.
Yeah, don't put it in standby and just make sure you switch it off, that kind of thing. And
those kind of things should be sufficient. Thank you for your question, Ludmilla. Coming to Tanya B. Can I switch, not swipe, but can I switch the TV off, or is it always on standby?
Well, you can switch it into standby, obviously, using the remote control. You've got the little red button on the top left-hand corner. But then also on the back, on the right, you'll find the on and off button, which will shut the TV down entirely, so you don't get that standby light.
Well, I didn't really have checked like the on and off button on this one.
Up.
Oh, I see.
There you go.
These are, in comparison to my television, to the VT20, this button is like an eighth of the button actually on my TV.
Yeah.
Mine is like really thick, like a thumb. It's like really thick. This one is like tiny.
Well, Patrice, you could do a demonstration actually. That TV is in standby. You can see the little red light on the side.
Yes.
On the front, sorry. So if you go and switch it off on the side, you will see the red light's gone out because it's now shut down entirely. Yeah. So it was in standby, but now it's off. So the answer to the question is you have an on and off button.
So yes, Tanya B, you can of course turn it completely off. Wolfgang would like to know if the design of the TV is so slim, will a USB slot still fit in the side? Does it come with USB?
Yeah.
Microphone? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I see. This one has 3 and also 4 HDMI.
Yeah.
So good job. It worked.
Thank you.
So that'd probably be a great time to bring up what the USBs can be used for. So the obvious one would be USB sticks if you've got photos or music on there, yeah. Another one would be external hard drives. With the top-of-the-range televisions, you can actually have a USB hard drive to record two, yeah. And then the other reason you might use it is a Skype cam, for example.
This is an interesting question, but I'm really surprised how this is going to be possible just to turn around, because Basti would like to know, will my old smart TV camera still look good with the new design? It's hard to tell.
Beyond about the Skype camera, imagine. Yeah, it sits on the top and just it's going to do the job.
It had been changed anyway. Lucia would like to know, how do you get such good images and sound in such a thin casing?
Sound?
Yeah, the sound and images. How is it possible to put it in such a thin casing?
Thin casing. So.
How is that possible? How you manage that?
Yeah, so I think this is not only outer design. So we when we create a design, so we studied in inside of the mechanical design as well. That's why, so thanks to the mechanical technology to make it slimmer bezel or something like that, so we can achieve a very slim tennis design.
Okay. So it's also thanks to the mechanics, to the engineers who have been actually providing already in the first place a TV which doesn't really take that much space, and then it was his job just to have the perfect casing around it, and that's why this TV is that thin. But you just mentioned you just want to do some Skyping because we talked about the USB.
Well, first of all, I'd like to know what comes first. Does the design come first and then the engineers mechanic around it?
No, apparently it's the other way around. It's first is the mechanics and then it's the design?
Yeah.
Or is it first the design and then the mechanics?
Yeah, inside and out. Yeah, both. So the product-wise, so starting the mechanical design. Yeah, mechanical means the structure design.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make it slimmer bezel, for
Yes.
example. But on the other hand, so we have to create a very beautiful and sophisticated design. So we should study the, so for example, the consumer's lifestyle and getting a great trend. So we need both. Yeah, both point of view. So, yeah, to approach.
Does it happen from time to time that you have strong arguments just about these kind of issues? Is it possible that the mechanic department says, no, it has to be thicker? You're like,
Sometimes.
no, it has to be thinner.
Sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
And who won?
Yeah, I cannot say. I cannot say. But so we have a strong confidence based on the future glass and metal design. So yeah, we can do it.
So it happens in every family. There's sometimes some fights, but apparently we will never know who actually is dominant in those kind of discussions. You were just about to ask something, or I'm just going to ask the next one?
No, I'm done. That was a great answer.
Okay.